bang a woman! You!
It's hard.
I mean, apparently if we say you within the first 6 seconds of the episode, we get 66% more views.
You?
I don't know, I looked it up today. I was bored. That's what happens when you have to wait for your car and you have to drop $300+ to get your damn car inspected, tires taken out, and an oil change. Shouldn't complain, but you know, that's 300 and some fucking dollars. And my student loan just came in today.
Oh, how'd that go for you?
Oh, I'm not paying it until the end of the month. Fuck that. I need to recoup my loss from today.
I know how you feel.
I don't want to be their tag-along sister anymore.
My settlement came in, so I'm all good. I have to wait 5 business days, but I'm like, yeah, I got that.
I'm not a kid anymore. I want to be mature like you guys. I'm not a kid. I'm fucking mature. Like, yep.
I'm Dilly Danyard.
Hello. Hey, I know that guy.
He betrayed me.
Wrath of the Arslan. The Legend of Drizzt.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know of D&D is Drizzt.
Yeah. I found out a bunch of stuff. Great channel if you guys want to see it. How to be a great DM. He also has a sub-series, How to be a great PC. A player character.
Also.
So much suspense right now.
Good channel.
Yeah.
Our friend Zach. Basement. It's Basement.
The Basement Bros Production. If you check our main channel on our the actual YouTube channel where you can find our videos, we have a subsection called Fellow Bros.
Yep.
And he is a fellow bro.
Yep, he's the only one in it. Maybe one day we'll get more people.
Yeah.
There we go.
But
for right now.
Good bro to have.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of videos.
3 right now.
As of this recording, there's 3 episodes.
They're podcasts, so
yeah, they are. So you know,
I think they range from what, like half. Has he done anything? The first one was half an hour, I think, right?
I think the aim for it is a half an hour. So the lowest I think he has right now is 29 minutes.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And he does topics on various things. I feel like it's more movie-based, or at least that's what I've gotten the impression from the first 2 titles I saw.
So far, it's been kind of entertainment-based.
General entertainment or movie entertainment?
Kind of movie entertainment, because the first episode, he talks about their top 10 comic book movies. So, that is just a broad entertainment one. The second one was, again, it was about Rotten Tomatoes. And them talking about the problems with that. But it also was them talking about WrestleMania. Because a lot of things happen in the
second one or the third one?
In the second one. Because half of it's like them talking about WrestleMania. And they have a lot of good insights. And I don't watch wrestling.
Zach's a wrestling fan.
Yeah. But they have a lot of things to discuss. And because a lot of things happen.
I thought he also wanted to leave the channel. He also wanted to do some reviews, or at least that's what I thought he said.
Well, I mean, it's one of those you build up towards it.
Yeah.
So. And reviews take a long time.
Yeah.
I should know.
Yeah. When's that channel gonna start, there, buddy boy?
I'm working on it.
That's cool. I haven't started on my own channel yet either.
I'm working on Kingdom Hearts.
As your first review?
One of the first video game reviews, but I also was working on trying to figure out how I was gonna do.
Get down, bitch.
I was gonna try to do one of the Marvel series. See how I was gonna do that.
What are you trying to turn your channel into?
I was gonna do reviews.
I thought you were trying to do something like the Jimquisition.
Yeah, but eventually I was gonna work that in.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna. My idea was I was gonna do the Jimquisition, just not a Jimquisition, but a Mike-laration, as I called it, where I just discussed the topic, but then I was gonna have like reviews and things like that. Be a pseudo journalist.
Me, like most of YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. Angry Joe's not a journalist, right? He's just a reviewer.
He's considered a journalist nowadays, but I'm not gonna lie, he's more of a. So there's like different types. So there's commentators, which I would argue he's more of a commentator.
What's nostalgia critic? He's not a journalist. Right?
He's a critic.
Yeah, he's a critic.
Yeah. So he critics give their opinions on things,
which most of YouTube does,
and they don't have to like. They don't have to worry about, like, is this 100% correct? It's more like...
Is this 100% not biased?
Yeah. I mean, they have to try to be not biased, but the idea was they're at least giving their opinion, so you can assert that, well, it's implied that they're not, you know, being fair.
Yeah.
It's their opinion. But
speaking of not fair, apparently Ukulele got mixed reviews all over the board.
Yeah,
some people weren't happy with, apparently, woman. Sorry. That just showed up on the screen.
It did. People weren't happy with women. I mean, I can understand. I mean,
let's not go there. That's an episode for Zach.
That's an episode for Zach.
Exactly.
You're
back.
I know. Zero Punctuation, Yahtzee, he did a review on it, and it was pretty hilarious. Because he was like, you know, he didn't understand where this kind of nostalgia... He's like, he kind of understands the nostalgia, he's like, but he doesn't understand the give a bunch of money to Kickstarter so people can just basically recreate the thing you were nostalgic about when you were a child. But literally, like, frame for frame.
Because developers nowadays won't take risks.
Yeah, I think that's a big problem. They really need to start doing that.
I mean, I can understand the nostalgia factor, because sometimes you just want to play stuff from when you were a kid.
Yeah.
But you can't expect AAAs to do that anymore, or not even AAAs, not even any developer who's not indie, because big developers are like, no, we have to dedicate this, it has to meet this much money, it has to get this much, or else it's not even worth doing.
Well...
It's like, a business at the end of the day.
I mean, it's like whatchamacallit said. They said you can have a game that sells like millions of units and still be considered a commercial failure just by how much you put into it.
No, yeah. You mean like some of the ridiculous bullshit Capcom did in the last generation?
Yeah. Where they put so much, like... I don't know if Ashura is an example of it, but they put so much money into Ashura, and then I don't think Ashura sold as well as they needed to.
No, it did.
It underperformed.
It didn't even meet what I think they thought bare minimum would have been.
Yeah. And that's what Capcom's in the kind of hole that they're in.
Well, that, and they've decided to follow the unrealistic expectations of like AAA developers.
Yeah.
But that's also the problem, is Japan's not big on the home console as much. Most of their market's like geared towards
mobile.
But here in the West, most of us don't do that because most of us have powerful TVs and monitors and stuff, and we want to play it on that.
Well, we also have the space.
Well, yeah, we do.
Like,
we're not a small island country that can fit in, you know, California.
A lot of things can fit in California. I'm sure,
like Bob's ego.
I would say probably like half of Japan probably could fit in Montana.
Probably.
Because that's a pretty big state.
Doesn't mean they'd be happy with that, though.
Oh, I don't think they would be happy. I'm just saying, like landmass-wise, you're talking about something that's...
Also, Japan, I agree with what Simmons from Yo Video Game says. They're not... Japanese businessmen are not that smart.
Oh, they're not.
They make decisions that don't translate well. Or it's like... We're not, it's like, if you sell it outside of, it's like, it's not going to make this much money if we do it outside of Japan. It's like, what are you talking about? If you did a Mortal Kombat crossover anything in the West, you get your money back from the West alone.
You know, honestly, like...
But, you know, it's Japan. They don't want to change.
I think they have a good thing and they have a bad thing in how the Japanese deal with things. They're very much,
Japanese-centric.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, to be fair, it is their country.
They have a very nationalistic kind of pride about their stuff.
Yeah.
So they only want to buy things from Nippon. They don't want to buy anything from the West. But at the same time, if they actually just kind of was like, hey, here's the Western market, give it to them, they probably would make a lot of their money back because the Western market's bigger.
It is.
Because you're not just talking about America, which, I mean, America is like...
Where you're talking about...
You're talking about Europe.
South America.
South America.
Asia.
Even some parts of Africa.
Yeah.
I mean...
some parts of Russia.
Oh, yeah. Mostly, like, what would be considered Western Russia.
Yeah. But still...
But if you...
Bigger markets, because guess what?
Yeah.
More populous. The last time I checked.
I mean, America alone would be, like, enough to fill your coffers in Japan.
Well, yeah.
Because I think we're like 2 or 3 times their size in population.
Well, yeah. China would be their biggest.
China would, yeah. That's why I think they do a lot of Hong Kong editions, just because they know Hong
That's
Kong.
another thing, man. I miss the day when I could get Gundam games over here in the West, and I didn't have to, go through Asia to get them. Like, it would just be the West. You get a Western release, official Western release. So if I wanted the DLC, I didn't have to make a Play Asia.
You'd have to make an Asia account.
Which I don't want to do because let's be honest, then it's not my account, which means it's an account that doesn't have all my trophies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It would have to be a new account, and I'm like, I don't want that. I want what I played.
I don't know why they don't just. I don't know why they don't unregion lock that. Like if you can just just put it onto the
because
app.
the money has to change too. You have to get value.
That's true.
The Wulongs or whatever the hell China uses would have to be.
I assume it's yuan.
We don't know. But that would have to be translated into dollars, and that'd have to be an exact translation, because you know what would happen if you paid
too much.
Yeah,
You'd
people
never
would
hear
be.
The fucking end
Yeah,
of it.
people would be pissed as shit.
Yeah.
It'd be like, why can't you just change your dollars into, yen? It's like, because unless it's a one-by-one translation where the dollar or the yen are equal to a certain extent, you don't want to pay more. Or you don't want to get gypped and have to, yeah, I gave you this. Yeah, you did. Fuck you.
You gave me a Canadian penny, which is odd because Canada got rid of its penny.
Oh, look at them. All rich and shit. They don't need pennies.
Well, they did it because they were like, it was inconvenient.
Inconvenient.
It was.
1 cent.
Yeah. From a transaction standpoint, they're not wrong.
No, they're not. But what if I don't want to give you $1? What if I don't want to give you $1.25 and I need to give you $1.26? What do I do then? Do I overpay you? I get gypped?
I think they have a 2 cent instead.
You mean like our $2 bills that are very rare?
Rare, and yet you can get a shit ton of them. I know, because at my job, a guy comes in every fucking week with a $2 bill, and I'm just like, dude, I get that it's legal tender, but can you fuck off?
I mean, I don't know how to deal with it.
It's like, okay, here's a pet peeve. If you guys have ever been in sales, you'll understand this entirely. Someone buys something that's like less than $10 and hands you a $100 bill, they can go fuck themselves. I have a simple rule. It's a 10th rule. If a 10th of whatever you're buying doesn't equal out, don't hand me a huge bill. I can forgive you if you like, oh, here's something that's $1 and you hand me a 20. Fine, I'll forgive you.
I'll forgive you. You will not be scorned this day by Mike, head grocery bagger.
I kind of get it, but like at the same time, it's a can you be a little bit more realistic? Like hand me a 5 or a 10. Well, all I have is 20s. Okay, I'll live with that.
I'll break a 20.
I'll break a 20. Here's 100. Okay, now you can go fuck yourself. Like seriously.
Yeah, when we did that at the hotel, sometimes when I had to take cash or if we were hurting, I had to give like bigger bill. I had to take like bigger bills, and they'd be the people in the front be like, yeah, we don't have any 5s or 1s. Can you ask them to break these into 5s and 1s? I'm like, and they give me like $50 worth. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this because I don't want to be that jackass who comes up and literally takes most of their 5s and 1s.
Yeah.
Because they need it too.
Yeah. Like I get, like we have a bank in ours, but we don't get our money from that bank. Like,
you don't?
we get our money from outside of that bank.
You do?
Yeah. In case we get robbed, you know.
In case we get robbed.
Like, how stupid would that be of us? We keep all our money in the bank that's in our store. We're geniuses!
There we go. That's what I wanted. The butt bounce. I don't know. I don't claim people are geniuses. People don't make. Some people don't make smart decisions. That's why we have teenage pregnancy.
That's why I was making a joke with one of my coworkers. I was like, look, I feel like one of Trump's laws that he has to add into the thing was the only people who get $100 bills are drug dealers and used car salesmen.
Used car salesman. Surely the scum of the earth. Bitch.
No, because that's the only reason you need a $100 bill, unless you're you're giving it to your grandkids as a fuck you.
As a fuck you.
Here, little Billy, here's a $100 bill.
It is inconvenient nowadays to carry that kind of cash.
Yeah.
I'd say having 50 in your pocket is good.
If it's a $50 bill, it's kind of inconvenient. But if you had like 2 20s and a 10, fine. Yeah, that's good. I could live with that. But more times than not, they're just like, yeah, here's this huge denomination of money, and I expect you to break it. Especially old people. Old people are the worst. I doubt any old.
And there's
people.
an old person on the screen.
Yeah, I doubt any old person's watching us going, well, you just lost a sub.
Screw you, sonny.
Now how do I unsub? Oh no, I just subbed my wife.
Bitters.
Back in my day, you didn't do that.
You might be a little too mature.
Marriage was between a man and a woman, not a man, a YouTuber, and a woman.
I could only teach you to be an old hag like me, right? It's like, ooh.
Oh! Snap!
That's not what I meant. It's how you said it, bitch. Right off is old and useless, just like that. Let me teach you a different lesson. You can be sorry all you want. It's not gonna sing you. For only the most succulent slither shall be spared.
Put a dick in your ear, because that's what you heard.
It's what you're hearing?
It's what you're hearing.
I think I transformed before, right?
I don't think you did.
No, I haven't.
This
okay.
is the first time you've transformed.
I'm just like, did I transform? I thought I did.
Today was fucking crazy. It was right before Easter.
I mean, isn't that how most weekends for holidays are?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, bitch.
I don't know what they were, like...
What your store was thinking? I don't know.
Like, I don't know what anybody was thinking. And they all had, like, crazy, like, reactions to things.
Such as?
Like, what do you mean? The shank ham is not the same as the spiral? Who did this? I don't understand!
What?
Shank ham is a different cut of meat than spiral ham.
What the hell is Hank Ham and Spiral Ham?
Spiral ham, you know the stereotypical one that has like the lines when they draw it in cartoons?
Yeah.
The X's on the side? That's like spiral.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're fighting someone.
Oh, take that, Jasmine.
And then shank is like, think of like more like a mutton, like a on the bone.
You mean like like they do in the cartoon anime?
Yeah, like a hunk of fucking meat. And they're just like, I don't. What? There's a difference between these two things. That's some bullshit.
I mean,
back in my day, you could kill a sow and you would have all of the meat.
I mean, back in your day, probably, but in today's modern era.
Get with the youth culture.
Youth culture for life, dickheads.
Wait, you're telling me that this store, you have a coupon that tells me that I could get this thing? Yeah, but you have to spend money with the coupon. What? What? In my day, you used to be able to haggle. You could You could go into the good old grocery store and you talk to Old Man Jenkins. Old Man Jenkins, he would trade you 3 chickens. 3 chickens for a bolt of barley. What the hell's a bolt of barley? Yeah, that's the problem with you young kids. You don't know your units. I used to go 4 furlongs before I would get a crapper.
Whatever that just happened.
A furlong is less than a mile.
Thank you.
But more than a yard. How much more? I can't fucking remember.
I want to be as mature as you guys. You're so precious.
Oh, kawaii so desu ne.
Oh man. Whoa man. And now the flat-chested one wants to get in on the action.
Yeah.
Stop copying me, Mirai. No, I want what you want. Oh, I'm not going to lose.
I said that at work the other day to my
What,
my
you're not
manager.
going to lose?
No. I pretended I was a Japanese soap star, trying to figure out when my break was.
Some star.
Soap star, you know, like the young and the restless.
No.
I was like, Senpai! Senpai! Breaksu imananji desu ka?
Yeah, and what did he say to you?
He's like, I'm just gonna ignore you. I was like, then I'm just gonna have to ham it up even more.
And what was his response after that?
He's like, get back to work.
Ignore you. It's like, then I'm just gonna ham this up.
Breaksu!
And the daytime he goes to.
Mike's fake Japanese soap star.
I was in Gojira!
I accept this on behalf of all of my Asian friends.
I got
All
an
2
award
of them.
for being Jeff Keighley's friend.
I didn't know you were Hideo Kojima.
Might as well be.
Let me tell you the way I make games. No, Hideo.
I
Let
mean,
me tell you how you
let's
make
be honest.
games.
Let's be honest about his game. We're not going to see it in the PlayStation 4 era. That's going to be out in the PlayStation 6 era when he finally gets around to fucking making it.
No, he's working really hard on it. He's gonna put that out there, man.
Yeah, and then he's not going to be invited to VGS again because, I don't know, Japan said no. And then we're going to boycott the Japanese
Who knows?
industry. I don't know.
Konami's gonna be like, hey, we had a game.
Apparently, they're still trying to make games.
Trying to. They're working more on their Kachinko machines.
Well, I mean, they got enough Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking money to live off of for the rest of their lives.
Dude, they got more Yu-Gi-Oh money. They made a mobile Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Does that not defeat the purpose of Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, it actually enhances it. Because they're like, hey, you remember when you were 13? And I was like, I try to not remember those days, but go on.
I mean, what are you going with this there,
They're like,
friend?
yeah, and you saw Yu-Gi-Oh! And you were like, man, I wish I could duel monsters with holograms. And I was like, kind of. I was like, that was kind of cool. And they're like, or you were walking around and you were like, man, I wish I was like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Joey Wheeler. All Americans wanted to be Joey Wheeler.
No. Not at
Hey,
all.
Yugs, how's it going?
Still has trouble at bathrooms at night. You know?
Yeah. And you were like, man, I wish I could duel anywhere at any time. Well, now you can with this mobile app.
I can do that at least.
Yeah?
I don't know.
You're just reading this?
Yeah, it's just a battle of, apparently, she said, he said.
Liar!
And then apparently Yagi just told her secret, and it's like, don't tell anyone! Yagi, you want to grope me? If you don't tell anyone my secret, I'll let you... Oh, fuck.
If you don't tell anybody, I'll let you.
I mean, that's how most hentai start, right?
I don't know. Usually they start with a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, and then they slowly degrade to... Oh, wait a minute.
I was asking about hentai, not American feminisms.
No, I was going with a different style of hentai.
Oh, there we go. Mind break? I said that to my one coworker, and he's like, "Did you say, mine? All right, mine the other word?
Mind rape?
Yes."
Oh no, I said
Trying
mind
to cut
break.
back on that word. You say it a little too much, especially during our Berserk Let's Play.
We try.
But he's like, "Is that what
We'll
you
have a
said?" And I
limit.
was like, "What?
Huh?
What did you say?"
So we'll have a limit.
Oh, okay.
How many times we can say it in a series.
I just love that though. He's like, "Is that what you said?" I was like, "No, I said mind break." And he's like, "What the fuck's that?" I'm like, "You don't want to know. Just acknowledge that I'm having a conversation that we should not be having at work." Acknowledge that, and everything just gets better.
Just don't talk to HR about it.
Yeah, just don't tell HR Geeker about this, okay?
What?
I don't like his art style. Right, HR? Fuck you, John.
I'll teach you a hard lesson.
Who is HR Geeker? Is he like Italian?
I don't know.
Don't do it! Oh, I thought you were about to do it on the computer. I'm like, it'll take away the processing power! You fool!
You fool!
Oh, did I tell you that?
No, tell me about Killer Bee.
No, about the Naruto Shippuden, the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm
Yes,
Legendary.
and
They
it's-
want $79.99 for that.
Huh.
It's gonna be an HD version of, what is it? The very first Naruto Storm game, when it was the last, I think, arc.
Hans Rudolf H.R. Giger was a Swiss surrealist painter whose style was adapted for many forms of media, including record albums, furniture, and tattoos.
Yep.
He apparently, I guess, made the aliens.
The aliens. What?
He designed the aliens, I guess.
For what? Aliens?
For aliens.
Oh, okay. Well, you have
Yeah, there we go. His style and thematic execution were influential. He was a part of the special effects team that won an Academy Award for Best Achievement in Visual Effects for the design work on the film Alien.
I mean, you had to be a little more specific. You're just like, he made the aliens. I'm like, what? What aliens, Mike? Aliens of...
Aliens and aliens.
It's like, you have to be more specific on your topic.
Have you seen, because I've asked everybody this,
See what?
the trailer for Thor Ragnarok?
Yes.
I won't be seeing that.
He's a friend from work!
And you must fight the Incredible. Wait a minute.
Yes!
Oh God, yes!
I want to say this now.
Yes.
I don't know how to fucking feel about the guy that was the announcer, because it sounded like he was hamming that shit in. Or, he didn't even care, right?
I don't think he did.
Or was I the only one that thought he was just like, and now you are fighting the Incredible Hulk? The fucking Incredible Hulk. You should say it with more pizzazz, you motherfucker.
He is the Hulk. It's the Incredible Mulk.
I don't know what... I have no idea what the fucking story is, though, because I couldn't understand half... I know the Enchantress is in it.
I think he's fighting Sif?
I don't know. All I know is...
His
I thought they-
pseudo-love interest?
Did they get invaded by someone? Because he gets invaded, I guess, or his hair gets cut, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in this? I had no idea what was going on.
I think two different things is going on in it. Sif is coming back, and he's gonna fight her. He loses to Enchantress. And then also Space Police showed up. Because technically he is in space, and they're pissed off. And they arrested him and sent him to Hulk Planet.
How did Hulk get there, though, then? Hulk wasn't in
They're
space.
not going to explain it. Nobody knows what Hulk's doing between now and Civil War. Even after. They don't even know what they're doing until Infinity War. The Hulk just appears.
Yeah, I wish...
Hey, guys.
He is going to appear in Infinity Wars, right?
I think so.
Well, I mean, he's been in all the Avengers movies.
Yeah, he's supposed to.
Don't say that!
Is it just me, or is it kind of odd that Captain America was the Civil War movie?
Yep.
And they didn't just make that an Avengers?
Because, Mike, Infinity War. We have to deal with Thanos and his problems.
Yeah. These problems matter. Actually, these problems
I'm
do
telling you
matter.
right now, though, that That better be a really good fucking, like, 2-part movie.
Apparently, Homecoming is supposed to be really good. Spider-Man.
I haven't heard anything about that. I'm
Because
gonna...
they said they're doing a lot of crazy things because it's like a weird, retroactive origin story.
I don't know.
Well, like, they have to give him his origin story again because, you know, we need to see that for the 4th fucking time.
This is his 4th fucking origin story. No, this is his
This is
third.
third.
Yeah, you're right, because
third.
we had Tobey Maguire's, which was the first. Then we had The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
And now we have Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yep.
Man, he's the only character besides the Fantastic Four who's ever had, like, retellings of his first origin story.
It's because they haven't had to do... Because they haven't...
Technically, they did Batman in the new DC universe, Senran universe. He never got a movie. He just showed up in Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah. Well, he's had multiple... The problem is they haven't had to change the actors, which is where they're kind of going now.
Yes.
Oh, the one executive got in trouble at Marvel.
For what?
Speaking the truth.
I mean, that does get you in trouble a lot, so...
He was sitting there and he's like, they're like, you know, your profits are down because of your comic books. So what's the dealio? He's like, look, man, they really don't want diversity. And then they were like, what? And then everybody else is like, no, really? All your fans have been telling you that they're pissed off about all the shit you've been doing, and you just got it when your profits are at record lows. No fucking way.
I mean, that's usually how it goes.
And then all the SJWs were like, what? Oh, you can't have strong minorities and women's? And he's like, well, no,
See,
it's not.
They don't deserve to fucking open their mouths.
he's like, guys, it's not that, you know, that's the problem. They're just, a lot of people are resistant to that, and we think that it's been a good thing to do it, with a gun pointed at his head.
What? Change? The basis of most things?
Yeah.
Humans don't like change? Who the fuck didn't see that coming?
Look, I'm gonna say this here and now. I think that Captain America's exchange wasn't a bad one.
What are you talking about?
They changed Captain America to Falcon became
Oh,
Captain America.
Yeah, you're right.
That wasn't...
We actually saw someone dressed like that at the con.
Yeah, we did. That one wasn't bad, and I'll explain why. Falcon was established as a friend of Steve Rogers, and
But how can he be Captain America if he doesn't have the super soldier serum?
Because the Captain America is just sort of a title.
It is,
because
but...
Bucky also has become whatchamacallit. He doesn't have the super soldier serum.
I thought he did, or I thought he got pumped full of something.
He got pumped full of like a knockoff, the Soviet knockoff. But he also has the mechanical arm, which is most of his strength. But he's also become it. And basically, it's just, you know, when Captain America finally dies, because he usually does die, he passes on to somebody...
Wait, so they never do a story where he doesn't have the cancer?
He doesn't get the... He doesn't... It's not always cancer. Sometimes he just dies. Like, he literally, in the line of duty, just gets killed.
You mean like how Wolverine died in the comics?
I'm not sure. He just recently died. I'm not sure how he died.
I don't know how he died.
Apparently he dies differently in Logan.
I have no idea how he dies in Logan.
I won't ruin it for you.
I'm not gonna see it.
Spoilers!
Yes. Unlike Zach.
Unlike Zach, who didn't do it, just assumed we knew.
What the end of Logan was.
Logan in the movie, the adamantium is slowly poisoning him. And his healing factor is weakening.
Nah, that takes a long-ass time then.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking like he's been going at it for almost 200, 300 years. But
Well, no, he hasn't had the adamantium for that long.
yeah, but, I mean, it's slowly eating away at him and killing him, and apparently that's why he's dying and getting old and, you know. But yeah, like, I don't know how they killed him in the comics, but that's how they did it in the movie. And again, that's fine. Just don't I mean, you can replace him and call somebody else the Wolverine, but don't say it's, oh, this is now Logan. See, that's the thing.
Then does that mean Professor Xavier was a dream the entire time?
No.
Or was he really there?
He was really there.
Oh, okay, because I know
I saw, again, a spoiler of how he died. Apparently, Xavier doesn't have his powers anymore. And when he dies, he's in this catacomb thing, and it looks like Cerebro. And they were like, oh, it's symbolism. Even in the end, he was reminded how he died powerless and unable to actually do anything. And I was like, oh, the symbolism!
Wait, who? Logan or Professor Xavier?
Professor Xavier.
Oh, he dies too?
He dies at the end of it. Yeah. Well, I think they said in Logan he's dying, and it's just assumed he's going to die off camera. But in Logan, Xavier definitely dies.
Okay, I have to ask, where is Logan in the film, in the cinema universe? Because it's not
in the future.
But it's not in the future where is it the future after Days of Future Past?
I'm not sure.
Because the way they make it sound like it's the frickin' future where mutants are gone and the Sentinels or whatever.
I think it might be in that timeline. Although they said they make a reference to Deadpool in the beginning of it, so...
I don't know. This is what happens when you don't have a consistent Marvels in the universe.
Exactly. Everyone gets confused.
When you don't own the rights.
What was gonna happen?
Then again, even Marvel freaking doesn't want the X-Men anymore. They stopped the comics, I think, or they got... No, yeah, they disbanded the team.
No, they still have the comics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I heard they disbanded the team,
because they just had a huge problem because of the comics.
What problem?
So they hired a guy from Indonesia. Does anybody know what Indonesia is known for?
Hookers?
What?
Hookers?
No,
Oh, that's Philippines, my bad.
That's the Philippines. Some might say, oh, they're known for their cinnamon trade. Oh, you're innocent.
Cinnamon trade?
They're known for their large Muslim population. And guess what?
You gotta be shitting me.
Guess what? Slowly but surely made it into all the comics.
Muslim?
Yes.
Oh, that's... God damn it.
And anti-Semitism. And...
Wow, and they were cool with this.
And anti-Christian values. And they didn't realize, because he was the artist, he did all of this subtly into the background. And people just didn't notice it right away. Until someone actually sat down and looked at it. So, here's my favorite one. How subtle is this? There's a picture with Kitty Pryde talking.
Yeah.
And in the background, it has a sign that says jewelry. But half the word is crossed out. So all you see above her head is the word Jew. Guess what religion she is?
Jewish?
Yeah! How'd you know?
Huh.
My favorite one is
I'm intrigued, but
my favorite one is Colossus. You remember big hulking Russian super Soviet Colossus?
yeah, the gay guy.
Yeah, he has on a shirt.
Oh, as of right now, there's a sale going on, PlayStation Network. But you guys won't know that because by the time this goes up, it will be over. So, never mind, moot point.
Yeah.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, it's a good one. We played it. Yeah, he has a shirt that has you know how like some people have like the 316 shirt?
Yeah.
He has a shirt on, but it goes to a Quran passage. It says, the Jews and the Christians are not your allies. Do not trust them. Because it made perfect sense.
I thought he was Russian.
Yes, you would assume. But he's wearing a shirt with a Quran passage that says, don't... It would be like a Jew wearing a Buy a Mein Kampf shirt.
What the fuck?
Makes no fucking sense. Yeah, he slipped up a bunch of other shit into there too.
I'm at a loss for words. I'm literally at a loss for words for what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And that they were okay with this.
Oh, they weren't okay right away, but when they were finally brought to their attention,
didn't someone have to, I don't know, fucking read his manuscript, or at least read the panels?
No, because he was the artist. So all he did is he just drew it.
But
So
no one checked that.
He drew it, and then they checked it, and they just didn't think of anything. They were like, whatever.
You know, even Oda and manga artists, they still have to do that in Japan. They still have to go through their editors.
They don't. He didn't write the story. The guy wrote the story, and then he just had to draw what was supposed to go with it. And they just assumed, they were just unassuming about what he did. Until someone went through and looked it and was like, uh-huh.
I don't know. I know they're pushing the, what the fuck? Who are those guys that live on the moon? The city, those people that live on the moon, they have, like, superpowers. The one guy's name is Blackbolt? No. He's
Shazam?
the guy. No. He's Marvel. They're Marvel. They live on the moon.
I'm not sure. I'm not a Marvel guy.
Oh. We should check this out, because I think we've had this discussion before. He can destroy people with his voice. Like, apparently when he opens his voice, it's like the equivalent of a fucking supersonic bomb.
Huh. That sounds awesome.
The Immortals? No, that's someone else, right?
Maybe.
I forget. But they're apparently getting a TV show. And they're supposed to be getting a giant push because they want that to be the new X-Men.
Oh.
They have a talking dog. They have a guy that knows martial arts. They have a chick that can use her hair.
Whoa. The guy who knows martial arts, is he Asian?
No. He's a moon person. How dare you? Moon people aren't black or white.
Well, excuse me.
They're moon race. You cisgendered piece of shit.
Excuse me, shitlord. Okay. As we all know, the Japanese come from the moon, so
yeah, Shickbird.
Yeah, Shickbird.
Yeah,
I'm a razor blade bird.
Exactly.
Welcome to the United Airlines. How tough are you?
Oh man, they have faced so much backlash from that.
Yeah. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I see it every morning when I'm at fucking work.
Oh, it's...
They haven't stopped playing it.
Did you see the post video of it?
Where he's got the bloody nose?
Where he's got the bloody nose, he's running back and forth with the thing. He's like, I gotta get my patience. I need my patience. I'm like...
And then I saw the press conference that his daughter and his freaking lawyers said, and the lawyer's like, we're gonna sue him.
We're gonna win. Oh, I have to show you this video because it's fucking hilarious. We'll do that after this. Hey guys, we love you.
Yeah, we do. Aw. Well, then again, these aren't characters that... There's not many people I like playing as in this game.
Yeah.
That aren't like the ones I've already talked about. You did work hard, Hibari. You did. That's another one down, guys. Hibari. Down with Corcus. Down with Corcus. Down with Corcus. If you too want to be down with Corcus, but not in that way, click that like button or the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. It really helps us out. Also, helps out the channel if you watch the videos for like even all the way through or even halfway through. Lets us know. That bell button will let you know when our videos will come up. We put them up every Monday through Friday. We'll always have at least one video up, no matter what. Even if we can't always get all three, we'll always try at least to put one video up. And if you ever want to contact us, Facebook and Twitter are down in the descriptions. And like we plugged our friend Zach at the beginning of the video, he should be on the side of our regular YouTube channel. If you're just on the channel itself, under Fellow Bros, you click that, listen to some podcasts. I don't know. We used to do podcasts.
We'll do more. We
No,
will.
No, we won't.
One day.
Laters.